Good afternoon, everyone. It's Sal, Stretford Post. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Bryan and Mbeumo, done and dusted, guys. It is here we go, as announced. Ornstein Bomber, Fabrizio Romano. Here we go. It is done. Bryan Mbeumo is a Manchester United player at last, guys. He's here. He's at Old Trafford, and hopefully now he can join us for the preseason, guys. What great news coming through today, guys. Bryan Mbeumo is a Manchester United player. Here we go. Almost, guys. Not 100% done and dusted, but it is done and dusted, of course, guys. Bryan Mbeumo, Manchester United. Here we go. Has been announced, guys. Absolutely fantastic news, of course, guys. Great news coming through here, of course. And we are here live, guys. Fabulous news. Absolutely brilliant news. Look, here we go. We're here. Like, now we can move on, guys. Now we can move on to the next transfer. What fantastic news. How you all feeling? I hope you're all doing well. Really good to see you all, of course. Another one bites the dust. The big transfer of Bryan Mbeumo. Guys, I feel like I'm going to cry. It's done, finally. It's done, finally. My goodness me. Fabulous news. Done and dusted. Bryan Mbeumo is a Manchester United player. Almost real. You know what? It's done. You know, once it gets to done and dusted, once it gets to Ornstein Bomber, it is done, isn't it? It's done. Manchester United will, Mbeumo will play for Manchester United. As I've always said, guys, right from the beginning, I've said Mbeumo will be a Manchester United player, guys. It just took a little bit of time, didn't it? Well, a little bit of time. Took almost 50 days to do the deal, of course, guys. So, yeah, delighted with this. Absolutely happy, guys. Delighted. Bobby, get in. Yes, finally. Big up Mo Cole. What's going on? Yes, finally. Big up, man. Fucking you was right. Big up, Jamie. Thank you so much, my friend. My guy, so I broke it yesterday. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you, my guy, Bobby, and my guy, Jamie. We got it, guys. We got it through the door. Now we have to carry on. That's what it's all about. Absolutely brilliant. He is going to be a Manchester United player. I'm excited. Great. You know, I feel emotional because this transfer has been going on for so long, mate. It's been going on for so long. I'm delighted. I'm happy. I'm over the moon, guys. I absolutely am. I'm flabbergasted. Great. Absolutely. He will wear the number. Let me have a look. Let me just read out the actual comment. It says, Bryan Mbeumo to Manchester United. Here we go. Green light from Brentford and the club agreement for a 70 million package, as the Athletic reports. Contract agreed weeks ago with Bryan Mbeumo, as he only wants Man United move, guys. Fabulous, fabulous news, of course, guys. When we see what Ornstein has said. Okay, so Ornstein has said basically, here we go. If we got it up here, if Ornstein is around, here we go. All right, let's have a look at this. Let's see what he's saying here. Brilliant news, of course, guys. Absolutely. Exclusive. Manchester United reach agreement with Brentford to sign Bryan Mbeumo deal. It's stuck at 65 million, guaranteed up to 6 million add-ons, 4 installments, for exactly what, guys, I said, installments. So the installment thing was the problem. Man United are doing it in 4 installments. 26-year-old only one United move. Brentford, absolutely, guys. Fabulous news. Of course, brilliant news. Going forward, guys. I hope you're all doing well. I hope everyone is blessed. Big up, everyone. It is we're good, guys. We're good. Big up, Raxman. What's going on, my friend? I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good afternoon. So fantastic news. Finally, serious, my man. Serious, bro. Big up, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're blessed. About effing time. Big up, Fergatov. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Seriously, big up, man. Yarley, what's going on? It's a long time since I have been this happy, and what a deal also. 4 installments. I thought they wanted 65 up front. No, I told you guys. For weeks now, the biggest stipulation with this deal is that the installments of this deal, which has always been the problem, the installments of this deal has been the issue. And you know what? And this is what Brentford and Man United were stalling on. And basically what Brentford wanted, they wanted an upfront fee, but, you know, Man United didn't want to give them a significant upfront fee. It's quite significant. 4 installments, 70 million. It's around 20 million, is it? 20 odd million in installments, as I said, guys, as I said. But you know what? I won't get the credit I deserve, but that's okay. I mean, as long as Man United get the deal done, that is all that matters, of course, guys. As long as Man United get the deal over the line, I'm absolutely delighted, of course, guys. Absolutely. Jamie. Dan, you broke it before anyone else. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, my friend. Please spread the news. But you know what? It's all about Manchester United at the end of the day. Guys, thank you so much. I'm absolutely delighted that it's done. I mean, now we can move on. we can move on to the next one and then the next one. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'm delighted it's happened. And yeah, obviously nothing is set in stone. Nothing can happen. Like anything can happen in football, isn't it? At the end of the day, and it's happened, and I'm delighted with it. And yeah, that is the main thing. Big up, Jamie, my friend. Absolutely. Is Mbeumo deal done deal? It's a done deal. Yeah, it's a done deal. Just waiting to just waiting for the official Manchester United confirmation. I mean, obviously, when Ornstein and Fabrizio announced it, it's pretty done. Basically. But we're just waiting for Man United to announce it now. But the deal, as we said yesterday, was always going to be done. The deal is done. I said it's going to be done, and that is done. It is done. And yeah, I called it, and there you go, guys. It's absolutely, the deal is done. I told you guys. Apparently, I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing, apparently. There you go, absolutely. Jamie won. The fucking game. Big up, my friend. Big up yourself. Big up, my friend. Good to see you. Is that true? It's very true. Sal, 21 is. Come on, Natty. Come on, my friend. Big up, Raxman. The big boy, Guns. What's going on, my friend? I hope you're doing well. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're blessed. Hope everyone is good. Of course, here we freaking go. It's done agreement. Absolutely. Here we go, guys. Big up, Coco. Hope you're doing well. Tresor, what's going on? Finally, some good news to cover us until we get the sales going. Yeah, Tresor, we have to think about the trials sales going on. We haven't sold anyone yet. That's one thing about it, of course. Still a lot of work to be done. As I said, Man United have got an astronomical amount of work to be done this summer, and we need to work hard to get it done. And to be honest with you, this is taken too long. I agree. It's taken 50 days to get this deal done. But the most important thing is that they got the deal done, because if they didn't get this deal done, it would have been incompetence of the highest order. It would have been absolutely ridiculous. The incompetence that would have occurred would have been absolutely incredible, of course. Uchichi, Sal, you broke the day on anyone. Wow, Miss Jeff, thank you so much, Uchichi. Bless you, my friend. It's all about Manchester United, you know what I mean? It's not about my personal ego. It's about the football club. As I've always said, I want what's best for the football club, and I will try and bring you the truth. And that's about it. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, and there's been a lot of news surrounding Manchester United over the number of weeks and stuff, and it's just good to get one over the line, do you know what I mean, and get a transfer that I think it will be revolutionary. I think this transfer will be revolutionary to Manchester United. I think it will be an absolute brilliant transfer for Man United, a game changer, in my opinion. Now, if we can get a striker in there, if we can get a goalkeeper in there, if we can get a midfielder in there even, like, you know what, it'd be absolutely brilliant, isn't it, at the end of the day? Is it true? I will be happy about that. Big up, Sima. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Jamie, that watch along going to be fire. I mean, I don't know, Jamie. He won't be playing, unfortunately, because he has to do the medical and stuff like that, and go through the emotions with the transfer at Man United, sit down with the club, do that little photo shoot and stuff like that. That's going to take a few days to do, as of course, So he'll probably join Man United for maybe the second or third game in the window in the preseason, which is good. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, at least he's going to get some friendly games, you know what I mean, to practice the system and the tactics and stuff like that. Absolutely buzzing, Bobby. Absolutely. Hamisi, what's going on, my friend? Who do you think should be the next target? Honestly, Hamisi, I think we should go for a striker and a goalkeeper. A striker, then a goalkeeper, in my opinion. But you know what? As long as they get the deals done, as long as everything occurs, that would be great. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, and as long as they get the positions that we need, if we can get the positions that we need, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Of course. Absolutely. Get in. We're delighted. I'm glad the fan base is delighted, of course. Where's that guy in the chat that said Sal was wrong? Hey, Bobby, he won't come. He won't come, because at the end of the day, people feed off negativity. At the end of the day, I'm not the be-all and end-all. I'm not the man who knows everything. I'm not some sort of guru. But what I don't do, I don't lie on stream. Do you know what I mean? I don't lie. At the end, I've been in football a very long time. People know me ever since I was semi-pro. I've been in football a very, very long time. You're looking at 40 years, not 50. Goodness me. I'm going way beyond. But I'm nearly 40 years of football. So, you know what? I'm just glad it's over the line, and I'm happy, for the community. I'm happy we're happy. I'm happy that we're here. Delighted that the transfer has gone through, of course. You know what I mean? Finally, it's going to go through anyway, of course. Get in. I'll make sure you get the credit. Thank you so much, Jamie. You absolute legend. Thank you, mate. I really appreciate it. You know what I mean? Let's just hope it's first of many. Let's hope it's first of many, isn't it? Let's hope that we get more transfers over the line, do you know what I mean, and stuff. And we get everything sorted out quickly, you know what I mean, for the start of next season. Uwara, good morning, sir. Please, after Mbeumo, who's next? Big up, Uwara. I think Man United are going after the striker. If I'm being honest with you, I think Man United will go after a striker and a goalkeeper. That is what Man United are looking at the moment. In regards to the midfield, Man United surprisingly are not really looking at the midfield in a way that they should be. But they are looking at the midfield as one of the options to be coming in within till the end of the window. Remember, the window doesn't close until September the 1st. And obviously, every week that goes past can change. Everything can change in football, you know, and you never know what's going to happen next, especially when Man United are concerned. Man United are so unpredictable. It's unbelievable. I've never seen an ownership so unpredictable in regards to Ineos and regards to these guys. They're very, very unpredictable, of course, guys. Absolutely unpredictable. Shout out, so big up, Coco. Big up, Natty, my friend. Big up yourself. On to the next. Need a cam, a striker. I agree, Coco. We do. Absolutely. Big it up. Big it up. Absolutely. What's going on? This brother living in Italy, incredible getting. Big up, Jamie. I'm not living in Italy. I've got in-laws over here. I've got Italian relatives, but yeah, I'm in the Middle East most of the time. I'm in UAE most of the time, but yeah, I'm here at the moment. I come here every summer, and every summer I got the Dorgu thing. Last summer I got the Dorgu thing. I said Dorgu was going to go to Man United in January, and it happened. You know what I mean? We didn't get it done on that time, but you know what? It's great that it happened at the end of the day, isn't it? Big up, Marky Mark. What's going on, my friend? How are you, my friend? This is amazing news. Now on to the next. Glory, go, Man United. Big up, my friend. Hope you're doing well. I'm just delighted for everyone. I'm just delighted we've got a bit of positivity going on at Man United. You know, we deserve it. If any fan deserves it, it is the Manchester United fan base. We deserve this kind of positivity of course, guys. So, yeah, look, Bryan and Mbeumo, you know what, signing for exclusive. Manchester United making proof. Bid to sign in Mbeumo, Brentford, the 26 for 65 minutes plus add-ons. And then it comes up, exclusive. Manchester United reach agreement with Brentford to sign in Mbeumo, a deal between the Stuck at 65 million. Absolutely. And this morning I said it's been accepted. It's been approved, guys. So, do you know what I mean? There we are, guys. Absolutely splendid news. Thank you so much, of course. We're greedy. We want more. We're not. Hesty, you know what? I think Man United deserve the best. I think Man United fans are the best in the world. I've said it for a long time. I think what we suffered this last 13 odd years, we deserve the best, you know, because we've stayed loyal with this football club, and the suffering that we had last season was astronomical. I've never seen a season like last season. I've never seen a team like have such a bad season. And to wrap it off, to lose to Tottenham in the final of the Europa League was absolutely incredible and really painful, to be honest with you. Embarrassing as a Manchester United fan. Do you know what I mean? Never seen anything like it. So I think that the Man United fan deserve this, man. I really do. I think they deserve this. I think we deserve the best players. Man United deserve the best players. Man United are the biggest team in England. Man United are one of the biggest teams in the world, in my opinion. So yeah, I think we deserve the best. Absolutely, definitely. Of course. My Watkins signing is on. Yeah, big up Watkins. Hopefully something happens in regards to that, Jamie. I'll be honest with you, Jamie. You know, if we can get anyone in regards to a Watkins, in regards to a Sesko, one of those players would be absolutely fantastic for Man United. Watkins is highly underrated. I've got big love for Watkins. I think he's a fabulous player. The only problem is I don't think we can afford the money that Aston Villa are offering at the moment, which is about 50 to 60 million, which is going to be difficult for us to maintain, to achieve, given that we just bought Mbeumo. Man United now need to try and get rid of some players, maybe need to get rid of Mbeumo, get rid of Rashford, maybe get rid of Sancho, maybe get rid of, you know, Garnacho. We have to do something to make some money, of course, absolutely. Watkins, couldn't Mbeumo, I'm hungry. Big up, Jamie, my friend, big up. Finally, it has gone through. Yes. Let's get a striker now, please. We need a striker, definitely. Chichi, we definitely need a striker. Hopefully, we get a striker through the door very, very quickly, of course, guys. Hopefully, we get that through the door. Of course, do a poll for a striker now, bruv. What striker? What striker do we want? What do we do? I mean, give me some names. Give me 4 strikers that you want, and I'll do a poll which one you want, of course, guys. Oh, God, thank God, finally. Okay, let me do a poll. Okay, guys, let me do a poll. Right, let me just write this up. Let me do a poll for this. Right, Stretford post. Right, let's just have a look at this. Let's get this up. Here we go. Mbeumo deal agreed. Of course, fabulous news, of course. Yeah, I had to rush. I mean, I saw it. I had to rush home. You know what I mean? I had to get it home, and absolutely had to rush. And it was absolutely madness. So we're going to do, which striker would you like? Okay, I'm going to give you a choice, guys. So this is what it's going to be. Which striker should United sign next? Should it be Watkins? Should it be Sesko? Should it be, who else is there? Mateta. Aha, there you go. Should it be Mateta? or should it be other? Let's have a look. So I'm going to start. I've started the poll already, so we can get into it. If we get involved in that poll, that'd be absolutely brilliant. Smash the like, and subscribe. Big up, Natty. Big up yourself. Thank you so much for your support. Absolutely, finally, Kenny, isn't it? Brilliant, brilliant news. Mbeumo has the patience of job. Phenomenal, he is. Mbeumo has patience for Mbeumo as well. He has to be applauded. You know what, to stay there and wait for his opportunity, because he could have easily turned around and said, look, I don't want to be, this is getting too much. There's too much waiting going on. I'm not going to go to Man United. He could have easily done that, isn't it, at the end of the day? But he didn't. He stuck to his guns, and here we are, of course, guys. Absolutely. Get Watkins now. Big up, Kenny. I hope we get some. That would be brilliant. Wouldn't it be great, guys? Wouldn't it be great if Man United got a Watkins? You know what I mean? Got Watkins to play up front with Mbeumo and Cunha. A lot of confidence going into next season, of course. Absolutely, guys. I've already given it a name, the Cameroon Beast. Come on, Jamie. Absolutely love it, of course. What we've been waiting for, Toxie. Come on, mate. Big up Mbeumo. Big up. Absolutely. Really appreciate this Mbeumo news. Absolutely. Finally, some good news, of course. Took forever, but I'll take it. Big up. So it did take forever, obviously. 50 days almost, didn't it? So you know what? It did take forever. And hopefully we don't do the other deals this duration, of course. Hopefully we get the other deals done with a lot more quicker time, of course, guys. Absolutely. Who said Sal was wrong? Oh, people were saying that this morning even, people were saying that I was wrong. I don't know, because I said the deal was accepted. It was accepted. I knew it was accepted, but people didn't want to believe me. They said that, you know what, you're talking absolute smack. I mean, at the end of the day, but you know what? That's people are going to do that. People are going to do that. You know, you see this scene, you see this circle, right? You see this thing where we talk about Manchester United. I've been a Man United fan a very long time, and the last thing I want to do is like lie to boost myself, because I love Manchester United. I love the football club, and I want the football club to do well. The last thing I would do would be to make up any fabricated crap. There are people out there who do that. There are people out there, they're content creators who do that. Do you know what I mean? All the agents and stuff like that. And they give us a bad name, to be honest with you. They do. And yeah, you know who they are. Do you know what I mean? I don't go in their channels anymore because, you know what, I realized that they're not United fans and stuff. But you know what? All that matters is that he's come to Manchester United, and Mbeumo's a Man United player. And you know what? That's great for us. You know, that's brilliant for us, of course, and his community. Big up. Is it true that Lamens, I see more news about him today? Is it true? Again, Natty, Man United have Senny Lamens on their radar. Senny Lamens is my favourite player in regards to the goalkeeper position. He's the one I want. There was a lot of talk about Martinez, of course. Man United look more interested in Martinez than Senny Lamens at the moment, although I would prefer Senny Lamens for me, because obviously he has a longer future in regards to the football. I see him as the new Petr Cech or the new Courtois. I see him of that ilk. Do you know what I mean? So I would love to get a goalkeeper in there. But you know what? We got the two number 10s now. The two number 10s are in the club. We've got two number 10s there. We got Cunha. We got Mbeumo. That is dangerous. That's fire, isn't it? At the end of the day, absolutely brilliant. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, can't wait to see it unfold next season. You know what I mean? I can't wait to see it. It's going to be a dangerous front line, in my opinion, especially if we get a striker in there as well. Big up, my friend, the Guns. Big boy, the Guns. Big up, my friend. Hope you're doing well. I'm glad it came out on Friday. Friday again, Sunday, Monday. What? We there, of course, guys. Absolutely. Absolutely. Just finished a live stream on Mbeumo. Big up, Kenny. Big up yourself. Mate, if you break that, we were Watkins. I'll love you forever, bro. Yeah, I mean, I'll keep you updated, guys. I'll keep you updated. At the moment, man, the thing with this Ineos ownership is that they're keeping things very, very close to their chest. Very close to their chest. They're not really giving out anything at the moment. So to get any inkling of news, any bit of news, it's going to be absolutely very hard to do. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. So who's your next striker? For me, you know what I like, Toxie. You know what I like. You know I like the Mateta. You know, I like Mateta, bruv. You know, I want Mateta. You know, I want one of those players. I mean, at the end of the day, but I'm not going to be fussy. I'm not going to be snobby, but that is just my personal choice. I want Mateta at the football club. I think Mateta would be an absolute animal. Imagine Cunha, Mbeumo, and Mateta, mate. Imagine those three players there. I mean, that would be fabulous, wouldn't it, at the end of the day? I would love that. But obviously, it's down to opinion, obviously, of course. Guys, absolutely. If Bryan Mbeumo finally agreed, I'm extremely happy about the news. Well, Obo, weren't you saying this morning that I had fake news and stuff like that? Didn't you say that this morning, brother? Wasn't it you who said that I stopped spreading lies and things like that when I said that the deal has been accepted? Apology would be nice. That would be nice, mate, wouldn't it? At the end of Sesko next, how you doing? Big up. Yeah, I mean, you know, Sesko's going to be extremely difficult to do, but you know what? I wouldn't mind. Look, Mbeumo, with a Mateta or a Sesko or Ollie Watkins, they're all going to be great signings. They're all going to be, we're going to be a much more potent attacking force next season. That's certainly for sure. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, big up, Coco. You're a visionary prophet. Thank you so much, Coco. So this community is the best. It's the best community, mate. Even though we got a small community, we're growing every single day. Even that we got one of the best communities out there, and I'm delighted that I'm part of it, because you guys are the bread and butter. You guys are what make it happen, and I really appreciate every single one of you. I can't believe how this loyal player was how long he waited. He wants to play for Man United at the end of the day. The one thing I would say about Emi Martinez as well, Emi Martinez has openly said that he would like to play for Man United because of the history. Not so much about European football, but more to do with the history of Man United and the legacy of Man United. It's more to do with that at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? And to be honest with you, and you know what? I like players like that. I do like players like that. People will understand who we are, our legacy, where we come from, etc., etc. I do like players like that, of course. You know what I mean? And Mbeumo is one of them. Cunha is another one. We got two players right there who want to play for Manchester United, who love the football club, who understand what it means to play for the football club, of course. Absolutely, absolutely. Natty, who is this side? Cunha and Mbeumo. I'm just excited to see both of them play, Natty. I really am excited to see both of them play. Do you know what I mean? I'm really excited to see these two players together in tandem, playing them with a striker up front. If we can get a striker up front as well, along with Mbeumo and Cunha, it'd be absolutely fantastic. Of course, guys. Absolutely. Absolutely. Of course, guys. He's going to be a hit with the fan base. He showed us a lot of respect and patience. Absolutely. And you know one thing about it, Jamie? He never went to the media. He never spoke about it. He never said that, I want to leave. These guys, they got to get me out. He never did that, which is absolutely fantastic. Well played to Mbeumo. Of course, guys. Absolutely. Uwara. So would Man United send Leon on loan? I think sending him on loan is not the right decision. I don't think I think what I've heard, Awara, out of the training camp is that Diego Leon is really impressing Manchester United. He's really impressed Ruben Amorim so far. And fair play to Diego Leon. You may see him tomorrow. You may see him in the friendly tomorrow. Obviously, I'll be covering that, doing the watch along for that. I'm excited and be good vibes for that one now, wouldn't it? So, I mean, we may see Dorgu, we may see Diego Leon. You will see a bit of Diego Leon in that game. I'm pretty sure you'll see him. He's really impressing the Man United personnel at the moment. And fair play to him, and long may it continue, of course. Jamie, I already respected this guy. He's waited forever. Absolutely. Big up Mbeumo, of course. Please, as Man United fan, I don't need striker like Jackson and Chelsea. Please, United. Big up Simir. Look, with me, right? I'll tell you one thing about me, right? I treat everyone as a human being. That's what I do at the end of the day. And with footballers, I treat them as human beings. They came a long way to become a professional footballer. For example, Jackson, right? He came a long way to become a professional footballer to be where he is today. So obviously he's got talent. But there are players there that, they just haven't got that thing that you need. That killer instinct. When Ruud van Nistelrooy signed from PSV and he came to Man United and suddenly, in a sixpence, he's banging the ball in the back of the net. No problem at all. Bang the ball in the back of the net. Bang the ball in the back of the net. No problem at all. At the end of the day. And guys, I just don't think Jackson quite has that thing that you need, that instinct that you need to put the ball in the back of the net. Unfortunately, yes, Ruben Amorim can work wonders for him. He can probably help his career and stuff like that. But you know what? Jackson, I just don't think is the player for Man United. I like Mateta. I like Ollie Watkins. I like these players. Of course, guys, I do like these players. Even the Samu or Porto, I like as well. Do you know what I mean? So let's see what happens, of course. Herbert, let's find Plaza for Ericsson and a striker and get Gogbin and those. But yeah, people forget about we lost Ericsson, didn't we? We lost Ericsson last season. We lost Lindelof. We lost Evans as well. So look, yeah, we definitely need replacement for Ericsson. Hopefully, we can get that. Ruben Amorim, which struck me at the end of last season, he said that we're going to go into the window, but we're not going to sign all the targets that we want in the first window. It's going to take a couple of windows, you know what I mean, at the end of the day. So hopefully we don't neglect a position because we run out of time or we run out of money. I hope that doesn't happen. If we can offload Rashford, if we can offload Sancho, if we can offload Garnacho, if we can offload one of these players around there, Anthony, then obviously we can bring in more players and players who want to play for the football club, because ultimately that's what we need, isn't it, at the end of the day? Natty, I hope we do not wait and sign a striker. Big up, Sal. Big up, Natty. Big up yourself. Hope you're well. Of course. What about Ratigi from Man United? He's gone to Saudi Arabia, Jamie. He's gone to Saudi Arabia. He's gone, mate. He's not playing. He's not going to be playing for Man United. Saying that we are broke, I'll say Mateta. Mateta is going to cost a bit as well, to be honest. I say 40 million, about that much, Toxie. What I would say is that it would be a fabulous signing for Man United. He's highly underrated, in my opinion. I think Mateta is an absolute baller. I really do. He's got the strength. He's got the awareness. He's got intelligence. He's just underrated because he plays for Crystal Palace, and that's what it is. He's a Crystal Palace, and he's not the fashionable choice, of course. And there are people who, you know what, would downplay him because he's not that fashionable choice, of course. Jamie, oh my God, actually, Mbeumo, Cunha, and Mateta would be scary to us. I mean, to be honest with you, Jamie, when you put any striker behind Mbeumo and Cunha, you know what I mean? It's going to be scary for anyone who's playing against that. I remember when we were playing against Cunha. I remember when we were playing against Mbeumo. And every time we played against these players, they're giving us big problems, especially Mbeumo. He's given us big problems over the years. So I'm glad we don't have to play against Mbeumo anymore. But imagine this, right? Imagine this scenario. Imagine Mbeumo and Cunha signed for Arsenal, or they signed for Chelsea, or they signed for Liverpool or City. We would be looking at it and say, oh, that's a dangerous front line. That is really dangerous. Do you know what I mean? So it's about time we start giving ourselves some credit in regards to this, because this is a dangerous couple of players that we've signed, game changers. No, it's not over. We need a lot more. We need a lot more in that team. Goalkeeper, midfielder, defender, striker. We know what we need, but we're getting there. And you know, when we've got two very, very good players like these two, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's good, isn't it? As for Sesko, big up Samuel, my friend. Big up. Hamisi, could we go for Richard Rios? Gone a little bit quiet in regards to Richard Rios. Over in Italy, there's a lot of talk about Richard Rios going to Roma. Basically, the news read that Roma are close to securing a deal for Richard Rios, but face late competition from Manchester United. That is what the deal. That is what the news is at the moment. So at the moment, he's more closer to a move to Roma, to Italy, than he is to Manchester United, because Manchester United are concentrating all their eggs in one basket, going after that deal. That's it. That's what they want. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day. As for me, Sesko, I like Sesko, of course. I wouldn't say no to any of them. Look, I'm very open, guys, with this. I'm very open. I know that there's no strikers left. I know there's no Osman. I know there's no Gyökeres anymore. So what Man United could do, Mateta, Ollie Watkins, you know, Sesko, these players right there, Gonzalo Ramos, are good enough for Manchester United, in my opinion. And playing in front of Cunha and Mbeumo, you know what I mean? It's going to be dangerous for the opposition. Absolutely, it's going to be dangerous for the opposition, of course. Too bad we couldn't get Gyökeres and Mbeumo. That would have been mad, Jamie, if we managed to get that, of course. We managed to get that. Shirt number 90 for Mbeumo, what I would prefer to any other. Big up, my friend. Sir, as it stands, we need a goal machine, so I think we should go for Sesko, even though he would cost us a lot of money. The only thing I would say, yeah, look, you know, as I said, I'm open. Man United have many strikers on their radar at the moment. Now it remains to be seen what Man United are going to do now. So what are Man United going to do now? Now that we've almost got Mbeumo, we haven't got him 100%, but you know what? Big people are talking about it, so it's basically done. We just need to do the PR in front of the press at Man United. But now what's interesting is who Man United are going to target. They've already said that they're going to go after a striker, and once they've got the striker, then they're going to have to sell some players, and then after they sell some players, then they might be able to get a midfielder and stuff like that. It remains to be seen what happens. Let's see what goes on, of course, guys. And let's see if we can get this striker in as well. And whoever we get in, whether it is Ollie Watkins, whether it's Mateta, whether it is Gonzalo Ramos or Sesko, I will be quite happy with that. I'll be quite happy with that, to be honest with you. But one thing we cannot forget as well, we got a player called Chido Obi Martin, who I think is going to be a fabulous player in the future. I think he's going to be brilliant in the future. We just need to give him an opportunity, you know what I mean, as well. We need to give him a chance. Do you know what I mean? Toxie. Paying 60 million for Watkins is not a good deal. That's the only issue. The one thing is, Toxie, I think Man United can get him for about 45 with add-ons. So it's going to be about that. You know what I mean? It'd be about 45 million with add-ons, guys. Absolutely. So hopefully one thing about that is, it's a little bit expensive for a 29-year-old, in my opinion. Let me just write this tweet. Hold on. I'm getting a text here. 1 second. Yeah, there we go. Right, let me just read this one out. Tucker, if Villa want Garnacho, we want Watkins in exchange. Absolutely. For a striker, we need a Premier League experience. Well, we need someone who can actually put the ball in the back of it. I'm actually gutted we couldn't get Gyökeres now. Would have been mad. Arsenal wasted him, to be honest. If he would have been brilliant at Man United. Akuchi, what's going on? But I don't think we need to strike that much. What we need is what currently is a DM and a keeper. Big up. You see, it's always about opinion, of course. It's all about opinion. Is it true that Man United completed the deal for Mbeumo? Too soon, Man United have got, here we go, Ornstein, bomb, all that. I said it earlier this morning that Man United have accepted. Brentford accepted the deal for Mbeumo. And here we are. You know what I mean? I said it yesterday, the deal has been accepted, but I confirmed it today that the deal has been accepted, which I was mocked for. But here we are. The deal has been accepted. Man United have agreed personal terms with Mbeumo. Now, all that needs to happen now is the final signed on the dotted line. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. Of course, Mbeumo is a here we go. We have got him. Absolutely, absolutely. Matata, since we know are good in the Premier League. Absolutely, big boy guns, my friend. Chandiga, big up, bro. It's raining here in Uganda. Big up, Uganda. Hope you're doing well. And I hope it doesn't stop. I hope it stops raining. I hope it rains signings. That's what. Can you please tell me where? So we have signed him, mate. He's coming to Manchester United, Nathan. Absolutely. Realistically, we should go for Matata or no striker at all. When you factor in price and age, he is the better choice. I agree. I think he's a fabulous player, and I think Man United should get him. He's gonna look at him in the FA Cup final against Manchester City. Look at him in the FA Cup final. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely splendid. I might sound stupid, but I do feel we need a better season from Højlund and Xerxes. They're going to play a big part, Punjabi United. They're going to play a big part next season. Absolutely. Xerxes and Højlund have got a big season next season. Nowhere to hide next season. No excuses next season. They need to put that ball in the back of the net next season. That's what they need to do. Because last season, whatever the excuses were, these excuses won't exist anymore. Now you've got Mbeumo and you've got Cunha to supply you with goals. You know what I mean? So there are going to be no excuses next season for these guys. Absolutely. So hopefully they can get it going, of course, guys. Absolutely. Mbeumo already deserves a statue for his patience. Absolutely, Coco. Big up, my friend. So what do we have to do? Repeat the past mistakes. Support the manager, back the manager. That's what we need to do. My biggest thing, how are we going to improve? Back the manager, support the manager. Don't go player power. And that's what I would say in regards to that. Just back the manager and you know what? Keep the faith in the manager, of course. That's what I would do. Thank God Amram doesn't have to walk out on his job now. I mean, hopefully he doesn't. Of course. I mean, there's still a lot to go. Now get Lamans. Big up Garang. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing. Big up Danny B. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Of course. I'm glad this has come to tuition because I put my head out there yesterday and I said the deal has been accepted. It could have easily gone wrong. But I know what, you know what, I know that I don't want to, you know what, I feel like you guys should need to know. That's the thing, do you know what I mean? You need to know. And this is the thing, you know, and when you make bold statements like that, you know, you can ruin everything. You know what I mean? You get accused of being a liar, you get, you know, this, that, and the other. So delighted it's happened. And hopefully it goes over the line in regards to with Manchester United, with the PR and stuff like that, of course. I just hope that Sia doesn't act like Brentford trying to take advantage, because absolutely that's true. Absolutely. Guys, thank you everyone who's joined me today. Absolute legends. Guys, I will be back later on, of course, for Chatterbox. Don't forget to join me for that, guys. Please don't forget. Guys, also, don't forget, I will to put your notifications on in case anything goes live, just like now, of course, guys. Have a great day, great night, great evening. I will see you later, though, guys. So don't forget to smash a like on the video. Don't forget to share it, guys. Don't forget to spread the Stretford Post word as well, guys. That's what it's all about. Have a great day, evening, night, wherever you are in the world. I'm Sal Walnut. This is Sal Reacts. This is Dundee Dusted. This is Dundee Dusted, of course, guys. It is Manchester United. Mbeumo will be a Manchester United player next season, guys. Finally, we got there in the end. Have a great day, and I shall see you for Chatterbox. Take it easy. Peace.